Hi, I'm the Domestic Feminist. I'm a working married mother of 3, and I like to talk about the everyday challenges women face on the home front from a feminist perspective. Today I want to talk about how we can get kids to take on more chores around the house. How, you may be wondering. It is often far easier to do the task yourself than to ask your child 5 times or spend the energy cajoling them into it, only to have the chore done so sloppily that you have to redo it. So what's the point? Teaching life skills. We are teaching important life skills when we have kids do chores. Someday these skills will help them be a good roommate or spouse, or if living by themselves, will help them know how to clean and easily maintain a home that supports their life goals. Helps them value the chores done for them. When my kids do a part of the task I'm doing, like putting away the clothes I washed and folded for them, they see my part and how it makes their lives easier. That in turn prepares them to do the task themselves when the time comes. Makes them invested in maintaining a clean house. When they know what it takes to make a part of the house clean, then they become more observant of how it got unclean. Like cleaning under the kitchen table. They see how much food got dropped, and then they're more careful about messy eating. Habits like eating over your plate have special relevance to them. But again, how? With both parents working outside the home, or especially with the single-parent households, there's only so much time in the day. How can we add this other responsibility on top of everything else? In the book, Hunt, Gather, Parent, What Ancient Cultures Can Teach Us About the Lost Art of Raising Happy, Helpful Little Humans, author Michaeleen Doucleff explains that indigenous cultures never shoo away young children who try to help, as many American mothers do. Instead, they ask children to do small, simple tasks constantly. Can you hand me that bowl? Take this to your brother. Can you get that to your dad? What this does is it builds on the child's natural inclination to help by showing them that they are an important, contributing, and cooperating member of the family. Doucleff calls these subtasks, and she suggests 3 an hour. As the child matures, the tasks become a little more challenging. Hard-pressed for time, American mothers instead tend to shoo away their interested child, knowing the child will be a bigger mess or the task will take longer to do if they involve them. They plan to someday involve them when the child is more competent, but what this does is it discourages the child from helping in general before they reach proficiency. If they were involved early on when they were eager to, they would reach competency even sooner, having been around the task, observing how they are done. So if your child is young, start with simple subtasks to lay the foundation. But what about older children? I'm experimenting with this myself, and here's what I've gathered. Subtasks. Though the child is older than when an indigenous child would do it, is still a good starting point when instilling in him or her a new way the family maintains the house. I have my 11-year-old hold my baby when I need to do a 2-handed task, and it is a huge help. If your child is immersed in something like Minecraft, don't interrupt them to have them perform a subtask as a general strategy, because it is likely to frustrate and irritate them. Though if the need is strong, go ahead. Instead, catch them when they are between activities to ask them to do a subtask. Focus on building habits and try to make it fun and light. My husband does clean team every Saturday morning when I sleep in and nurse our baby. He plays music and keeps the cleaning upbeat and limits it to a half an hour. Good participation earns him a coveted cookie. If it is hard for you to keep it fun and light, maybe because you've already picked up things a ton of times already, have your partner do it. If you don't have a partner or one that is suited to the task, see if you have a supportive friend or relative who could play this role during fun and light cleaning times. Institute door chores. Have a list of things the older child must do as soon as she or he comes home. My list includes hanging coat up, neatly putting shoes in the closet, hanging a backpack, doing homework, putting homework in folder, and putting it back in the backpack. My child knows he must do this every day before anything else. Build supportive systems where you can. In my painless laundry video, I describe a system I designed that enables everyone in the family to do their part without sacrificing neatness or efficiency. Label where things go in your house. When a drawer gets disorganized but is labeled with where everything should go, this makes it easy for anyone to take it upon themselves to set it right. Do complex tasks together. I have made the mistake of making a recipe with my son and letting him read the directions at his pace, patiently letting him make messes and then helping him recover from them. While this has value, unconditionally supporting him while he makes mistakes, it could lead to burnout for the mother. In my case, this recipe ran over the ample amount of time I allotted for it, eclipsing my other responsibilities and leaving me with a lot of cleanup. I now have him do the recipe with me. Taking a leadership role, I do a large portion of the recipe and give him specific tasks to support me. This keeps the activity on track. As the child becomes more and more proficient, the parent can step back. Minimize their clothes, toys, and other belongings until it is a level that they can mostly manage on their own. My 5-year-old would keep taking toys out and then be overwhelmed when it was time to put them all back. So we put some beloved toys in storage and donated others until the toys left in the playroom were only what he could handle himself. But maybe you're hearing all this and you're still asking, how? If you're so slammed for time or just so emotionally spent that this just sounds like more work to you, watch the minimalism video. Chances are that your mental load is so burdened by managing stuff that you cannot imagine taking on something else, even if that thing is help from your kids. Because we all know to get that help, you need to teach them, cajole them, monitor them, etc. So watch that video, check out the resources on how to minimize your home, and come back to this video when you have a little more breathing room. Good luck. Thanks for watching. I so hope this is helpful for you. If it was, please give this a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Below in the show notes is a link to the article I mentioned in my minimalism video. Have a great day.